All right, folks, let's talk about something that keeps popping up everywhere lately: aliens and UFOs. Are we alone in the universe? Are aliens already here? We've got stories, science, skepticism, and a lot of questions. Let's break it all down. To kick things off, let's turn to renowned physicist Michio Kaku, who has weighed in on the recent shift in the UFO phenomenon. From there, things take a turn toward the extraordinary as Joe recounts Travis Walton's chilling story of alien abduction, a tale that has fascinated and baffled skeptics for decades. How does it hold up under scrutiny?
Woods, tell me what happened.
Well, it's just, when you're done working hard physical labor, everybody's kind of jacked up, and there was a whole lot of chatter in the car. We're just talking away, it's starting to get dark. We just loaded up our equipment. We're headed out. And I looked up ahead, and I saw this kind of glow coming through the trees. First, I thought, no big deal. It was deer hunting season. Thought maybe there was some hunters camped up on the hill up there. Maybe light shining through a tent. It was still something really strange, kind of caught my eye. And one by one, the other guys in the crew started looking, but nobody said, "Oh my God, what's that?" or anything like that. It was just kind of an idle curiosity at first. But when we burst into the clearing where we could see the source of this glow, it was just, whoa, it was just mind-blowing instantly. I inexplicably got out of the truck and ran toward this thing. But I thought it was just going to take off, be gone in a flash. And
so when you say in the clearing, so are you driving on a dirt road?
Yeah, it's a dirt road. Trees are real thick. This was a part of the contract we hadn't cut in yet, so trees were a lot thicker there, except for this clearing. And we weren't the only ones that saw it. We found out later. Sheriff had on file people who were in the area that saw it, hunters and fishermen over there at Black Canyon Lake. And the movement that they described was what the crew described when it left. Of course, I didn't see that. But
what did they describe?
They described this glow rising up and streaking off, I believe they said, toward the northeast. There were some people that probably don't want to be public about it, but there was one guy who was just deer hunting, and he worked in military intelligence, and he stuck by what he and his wife saw. They were both together. And another guy that was at Black Canyon Lake. I won't mention any of those guys' names unless they Joe's do, but found out later that there was more official investigation that nobody talked about at the time. Immediately, though, this was all nonsense, and these guys murdered him, and even my oldest brother, he didn't believe me. He thought they had killed me. What we were doing with the brush that we cut was piling it up. There were piles that were in the clearing so that the Forest Service could burn these piles, when the conditions were right, where it wouldn't.
Of course, not everyone is convinced. Joe contrasts believers with skeptics like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who argues that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Tyson's skepticism sets the stage for a deeper conversation about the need for critical thinking in the face of extraordinary stories.
These birds, known for how smart it is, there is a full, half-liter, plastic thing of water. It was just water, okay? A water bottle. And it was full. So the magpie goes over and sips out the water. Now the beak is only, an inch and a half long, or an inch at most, so it goes in until it can't reach the water anymore. So what does it do? It goes off to the side, gets a rock, just the right size, drops it into the water bottle.
It raises the level of the water.
thereby displacing water. Here it is.
That is heavy.
You've got the video. There it is. And so it comes and it goes back and it gets another stone, drops it in, and every time it drops it in, the water level rises and it can drink more water. And it keeps doing this.
That's pretty amazing.
Okay? And so every time we study animals, they're smarter than we ever thought they were. So maybe for our own ego, we kept building ourselves up, saying how separate and distinct we are as humans in the animal kingdom, when maybe we're not as separate and distinct as we think we are. So now what's my broader point there about that I was making? I just distracted
Something
myself.
about UFOs.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get back to UFOs on that.
The fact that we have high resolution cameras in our pocket and we take videos of things that are very unusual.
Exactly. So here's video of a magpie doing Bernoulli experiments on a water bottle. Who would have known that even happened, right?
Right.
Okay. You can't bring the bird into a lab and maybe you could, but I don't know that anyone did. All right. Here's my point. In the 1960s and 70s, there were many, many reports of alien abductions. People said, the aliens came to me and they brought me in and then they released me. Do you have any footage? No, they took my camera. Or no, they zapped my film and now there's no image on the film. But there were countless stories. Well, now you can stream live from your camera anything that's going on in front of you. So if the aliens come and they want to abduct you, stream it. That would be instantly viral. Oh my gosh. You know, the stuff that goes viral is much less than that. A kitten that jumps to the table and falls, that goes viral? You don't think a video footage of an alien is not going to go viral instantly?
But skepticism doesn't dismiss the accounts entirely. Former Navy pilot Ryan Graves offers a compelling first-hand account of encountering unidentified aerial phenomena, raising serious questions about national security and what might be out there. So, if aliens are real, what would their motivations be? Joe speculates on the possibilities, drawing on science fiction, ancient astronaut theories, and some wild imagination to consider whether extraterrestrials might interfere with human life. This segues into a broader exploration of other mysteries tied to UFOs. Joe revisits Robert Bigelow's fascination with Bob Lazar's infamous Area 51 claims, and even connects these with Bigfoot and other cryptic phenomena. The conversation then expands to alien theories and ancient civilizations, with Joe and Georges Stay-Pierre, GSP, discussing the idea that extraterrestrial knowledge might be intertwined with humanity's lost past. Adding a personal touch, Joe shares stories of UFO sightings from friends and guests, from Paul Verzi's dad spotting a UFO in 1973 to Joey Diaz's take on the New Jersey UFO phenomenon. These anecdotes bring humor and relatability to the cosmic mystery. As Joe looks to the future, he speculates on how commercial spaceflight and advances in technology could bring us closer to uncovering the truth about alien life. Finally, Joe wraps up with a balanced perspective. Skeptic Michael Shermer weighs in on the importance of critical thinking during UFO events, while Travis Walton critiques some of the wilder alien theories. It's a fitting conclusion to a discussion that blends curiosity, skepticism, and wonder about our place in the universe.